Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. Dr. Perryman here, bringing Chapter 3, Unit 3, to a close. Chapter 6, 7, and 8. Chapter 6 was broken into 3 sections. We began by posing the question, why do some corporate-level strategy efforts fail and others succeed? We emphasized the importance of diversification activities that create shareholder value, and whether through mergers and acquisitions, strategic alliances, and joint ventures, or internal development. We addressed how related diversification can help a firm attain economies of scope through their leveraging core competencies and sharing activities, such as production facilities and distribution facilities. We discussed how firms can benefit from relative diversification through greater market power, and we addressed pooling, negotiating power, and vertical integration. The fourth section of the chapter discussed how firms can benefit from unrelated diversification. There are two key means to this end: corporate parenting and restructuring, as well as portfolio management. Fifth section focused on the means that firms can use to achieve diversification. The means include mergers and acquisitions, strategic alliances, joint ventures, and internal development. We also discussed the advantages and disadvantages associated with each of those. And the final section of the chapter was on how managerial motives can erode value creation as firms pursue diversification initiatives. These included growth for growth's sakes, egotism, and anti-takeover tactics such as greenmail and poison pills, which were very popular back in the 80s and 90s. Chapter 7 covered the global marketplace and talked about opportunities for firms to increase their revenue base and profitability. It was broken into 4 major sections. First, we drew on Porter's Diamond of National Advantage as a framework to explain the level of success in a given country. We addressed some of the motives as well as risks or pitfalls associated with international expansion, including emerging trends towards offshoring and outsourcing. Third part of Chapter 7, we addressed how firms can obtain a competitive advantage in the global marketplace. Here we focused on 2 opposing forces that firms face when entering into international markets: cost reduction and local adaptation. Depending on the intensity of these forces, firms should select among 4 basic or generic strategies: international, global, multi-domestic, and transnational. Final section in Chapter 7 addressed the 4 entry strategies that firms typically choose when entering foreign markets. These vary along a continuum from low investment, low control, exporting, to high investment, high control, wholly owned subsidiaries, and greenfield ventures. Chapter 8 looked at new technologies, shifting social and demographic trends, and changes in the business environment that create opportunities for entrepreneurship. This chapter was divided into 3 sections. The first section examined the role of opportunity recognition in the new creation process, described characteristics of entrepreneurial opportunities, and 2 phases of opportunity recognition process, those being opportunity discovery and opportunity evaluation. It also addressed the role of entrepreneurial resources and the qualities of entrepreneurial leadership that are important to success. Pardon me. The second section addressed entrepreneurial strategies. 3 different types of new strategies were discussed: pioneering, imitative, and adaptive. The section also addressed the role of blue ocean strategies in providing advantages to new entrants. Then the generic strategies and combination strategies were addressed in terms of how they apply to new ventures and entrepreneurial firms. The third section addressed competitive dynamics. The entry of competitors into a competitive arena often evokes a cycle of actions and responses. This section examined the factors that must be considered when considering a competitive response a serious threat, the ability to mount a competitive response, the types of strategic actions needed, the likelihood of competitive reaction, and forbearance, and co-opetition as options to a counterattack. That wraps up Unit 3, Chapters 6, 7, and 8. Hold on to your seats. You're halfway through the course. We'll get Unit 4 underway before you know it. Hope to see you in the discussion boards. Don't forget, a part of your grade depends on you responding to my posts in the discussion area. So stay on top of that. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.